And we're here, in a new place. Look at this. Empty wall behind me. Nothing. You like my new setup? Do you like my new echoey sound? Hope it's okay. Welcome everybody. Oh, I woke Bean up. My little boy. Hello. Oh, Bean wants to say hi to stream. Oh, yeah. It's not unfamiliar. Bean is still here. He's the thing that ties everything together. Yeah, for those who are wondering, what happened last week to my streams is I was moving. So, yeah, it's been quite a long move. There's still stuff to do. Still a bit of a mess in the house, but it is good enough to stream, so I'm gonna start streaming. Oh, Bean, you're purring so much. He doesn't look angry, he's just sleepy. Look, he's giving me a million kisses. That only happens when he's very happy. Yeah. Hammy.
He's over 2 years now.
Over 2 years. Thank you so much, Hammy. So yeah, welcome folks. Glad you all made it. How you doing, RGB, Siphon, Knife, Cryptid? Thank you so much for that resub as well. Hi Mitchie, Sora, At Castle, thank you so much for that Prime sub. Hey Vishanti, how you guys doing? Hey Tartarus. Bean loves you too. Bean loves everything and everyone. He's just that kind of guy. Okay, go up, go up. There you go. So, yeah, I still have to set up my lighting correctly. You know, it might still be a little messy. The sound is kind of a mess as well. As you can see, I got some panels on the ground there, but I'm not going to put them up on the wall quite yet. At least not these ones, or not with this method, because they completely messed up the wall in the other apartments, and now I have to paint it. So I don't want to have to do that when I leave this apartment. So I'm going to try to be smarter about my sound setup. For now, though, also let me know if the sound is okay. I had some trouble before setting up. A classic thing that happens every time I move my setup for some reason. So yeah, let me know if the sound is all right. Oh, you going mean? But I discovered a fun little trick. This room has a how do you call this? Bean. Gotta move the camera. Okay. So all my clothes in there, and I noticed that if I open the doors, it's actually the sound gets a lot better. It gets less echoey because I guess the clothes kind of absorb the sound. But yeah, you can see there's like piles of stuff down there, like down here. That's stuff I don't have space for yet. I gotta buy something. Probably something to put like right next to me down here, kind of out of view of the camera, just for a little bit more storage, a little bit more space for me. And yeah, and in the back here, I'll probably put up some cupboards, something like that. I've entered the blue zone. Yeah, it's kind of on the blue mode right now. I can become pink though. You get to make the Valdevia game. Yeah, Tartarus is making something really cool. It's making a little game based on the bloodbark tree that I did the other day. That's really cool. Mr. Falsehoods, that's me. So yeah, moving has been quite a hassle. There's still a lot to do. One of the main things is that we were moving from an unfurbished place to a furbished place. So no, sorry, that's backwards. We're moving from a furbished place to an unfurbished place. So when we came in, we barely had any like we had no furniture pretty much. So we had to buy a bed frame. We had to buy some like storage, like cupboards kind of stuff. I did have this table that I'm working on. That's one I bought. But yeah, a lot of money down the drain. But you know, it's useful stuff. I'm not gonna cry about it. But yeah, I'm gonna have to figure out the sound setup here and kind of like a little bit of decor instead of this blank wall that has nothing. Yeah, I'll probably put on some like little shelves. I don't know, probably a plant, fake one, because there's not a lot of light here. All the stuff that I used to have in the background, I'll probably just like find a little nice little like shelf situation for that. I'll have to figure something out. But yeah, that's a problem for future me. Now, today, we're streaming, and we're gonna work on the Fractal series. It's been a bit. It's been a lot since the last actually published part of the Fractal series. That's been, oh my god, I don't even remember how long. But as you might know, as you probably know if you've been watching my streams, I have actually been working a lot on the background on the Fractal series. So I actually have like a lot of it done. All the main images for each of the remaining parts of the Fractal series are done. Now we just kind of need to do the rest of them, which is not an easy task. It's still like 2 images per part, but yeah, that's kind of where we're at right now. Just like doing some of the more filler work. It's not really filler because it's still quite a bit of work, but yeah. So, first of all, I guess we'll start by doing a little reminder of the Fractal series. I assume most people listening to this are familiar with that series, but it's been a while, so a refresher is always good. And there's people who might be unfamiliar, so for all those, for everyone's sake, let's do a little refresher. So, I'm gonna go to my own websites. Here we go. I'll read them part by part. 7 streams straight, nice. Hell yeah. Okay, so the Fractal series is kind of a parallel timeline to us. And the divergence point for that timeline is July 23rd, 2006. And the MV Cougar Ace transport ship capsized. An unidentified liquid leaked into the water. It formed a perfect Mandelbrot's fractal pattern. In the following months, strange fish were reported around the area. Here we have the fish. That's where it all started. This was actually a one-off thing. This is like giving you some background info. This was meant to be a one-off thing, but then I decided, hey, this might be a fun series, and then I got myself into this mess. So the first part only has 2 images, as you might see here. I might do a third one in the future if I ever like put it together, because I like each part to have 3. Yeah, starting now, each part has 3 images. Second part here, September 2006. Hurricane Julia approaches the US East Coast. Its strange fractal patterns and iridescence can't be explained by meteorologists. Organisms put in contact with it would begin developing odd symptoms in the following days. So we have big hurricane hits the US, as tends to happen, but this time it starts fractalizing things. It starts subtle. As the fractal spreads through the atmosphere, its effects first start to be seen in nature, from plants to flocks of birds. The patterns would infect anything they touched, changing their growth and behavior. The longer the contacts, the stronger the effects. So here we have the flower. You might have seen this in the, actually, before the stream started, in the little like timer before the stream. Flock of birds forming a Julia pattern. And this is a spider spinning a fractal spider web. December 2006. We're only a few months after the start. It's starting slow, but you know, this is kind of an apocalypse scenario that happens over years. It's not one of those like Hollywood immediate apocalypses. This is like an ongoing thing. December 2006. First signs of fractal infection appear in humans. Strains of Rothia dentocariosa, bacteria otherwise normal in the mouth microbiome, start growing in strange patterns. Their rapid spread would prove hard to control with antibiotics. basically, you know, we're still not seeing the effects of the fractal in humans, but things that grow much faster than humans, like bacteria, are starting to be affected by it. Kind of a prelude to what's about to happen. And yeah, bacteria that starts growing uncontrollably like this, like it might be a normal bacteria in your mouth, but it just becomes infectious. Okay, with less, we're going through the Fractal series, which is doing a little refresher. Fractal syndrome is defined as a new entity by the World Health Organization in 2007. First symptoms appear in growth areas such as the skin, nails, and intestinal lining. It slowly spreads to the iris, teeth, and eventually limbs. Transmission occurs through unknown mechanisms. No treatment exists. So here we have some of the first smaller effects of fractal syndrome in humans. Now we get to the behavioral things. You remember how the birds were not like quite fractal themselves, but they were like developing fractal behaviors? How do you say fractal? That's easy. You gave me an easy one. Fractal. Exactly the same word. You just pronounced it different. Do symptoms sometimes only affect behavior? Yes, indeed. Although it affects both things. We're about to get into that. But you can see the spider that creates the fractal spider web is also fractal itself. Let's keep going. When the fractal syndrome eventually takes hold in the brain, strange behaviors start to occur. Though the changes are unconscious at first, they are visible when crowds spontaneously form into self-repeating patterns. Children start showing fractal conduct earlier than adults. So we have the brain scan, maybe. This little kitty is experiencing fractal syndrome. He wants infinite kisses. So it starts affecting the folds in your brain, making them fractal. So what happens is, you know, this will affect your behavior first subtly, and then we're about to see in more strong, overt ways. So first, it seems like these are people doing just forming a queue. This is the Eiffel Tower, actually, if you've ever wondered. This is the base of one of the base of the four legs of the Eiffel Tower. These people started forming a queue, and unconsciously, instead of forming into a line, they formed into a fractal, just like the flocks of birds. And this is kids that started drawing a hopscotch and got a little bit too into it. Hello, Bean. You're so pretty. Okay, let's keep going. Now we're starting to get into the more overt psychological, like behavioral effects of the Fractal series. The Fractal Communion is established as a major religion in 2009. It's already been a few years. As their numbers explode in the millions. Congregants voluntarily expose themselves to Hausdorff D2.5. We finally get a name for the thing that's causing all of this. At this point in time, it's already been kind of studied. The substance causing fractal syndrome. They see it as an elixir capable of miracles, such as curing blindness. So here we have their church, and then a blind person getting exposed to the fractal juice, let's call it, to Hausdorff, and developing a bunch of new eyes. But, you know, it's a miracle. It is literally a miracle. This person was blind. They got the fractal, and now they have a bunch of new eyes that actually do see. So this person was cured of their blindness. You can make a pretty good argument for fractal syndrome being like good for some people. The scariest part of the Fractal series, the French. No, we don't joke about the French now. They successfully avoided a far right government the other day. We gotta applaud them today. Hello, Bean. Okay, so Next part. July 23rd, 2011. Hostor D2.5, the Fractal, is released as a vapor over major world cities in synchronized attacks. As it rains down, it coats every surface. The attacks are planned by a radical religious collective known as the Branch. Tens of millions fall to the Fractal.
If there's any proper way for the world to end, it's a mathematical concept turned into the actual apocalypse.
Exactly. So here we have one of the members of the Branch celebrating their victory as it rains down the Fractal over the city. And here we have the Branch itself with their symbol, which is a Vitruvian man with fractal limbs, saying baptism for everyone, freedom of religion, freedom of form, and they are releasing the vapor into the atmosphere. They also lost to Spain in today's football match. Oh yeah, I saw. You can't have it all. You can't have it all, France. Gotta leave one for Spain. So, the final published part, as of now, says, as major population centers across the world are affected by the Fractal, authorities react by quarantining entire cities to avoid its spread. The struggle escalates into riots and an open conflict against government forces. The Fractal isn't used as a weapon by the besieged fighters. So, the story's shifting a bit. We're starting to get like a situation where a majority or a good chunk of the population, especially in cities, due to these attacks, has been converted, like has been fractalized essentially. Like it's too late for them; they're already fractaled. But now, in order to avoid the spread, they're trying to like literally contain them into the cities and not letting them leave, which leads to open conflicts. And these people who have no like weapons or physical means, they are using the Fractal, this chemical, to defend themselves, to fight the police. And here we have the riots with Fractal fire in the background, and this Fractal fire and clouds of smoke are being used to stop them. This is where we are right now. There's a lot more. And right now we're going to work on the part like that goes right after this. We've gotten to the like actual human to human conflicts, this sort of war situation that escalates. It now goes into kind of a lull as the majority of the population is already kind of fractalized, so it's like too late for most people. And as this happens, the Fractal starts taking control of them, like mentally. So what starts happening is people get together and they start building just giant megastructures. They all like mindlessly start building. What they build is What they build is just these giant fractals that tower over cities. Like they're not just they're organized. There's like cranes and shit. They're doing this the right way, but obviously they're not of sound mind anymore. Their mind has already been fully lost to this fractal, and they're dedicating every ounce of their energy and their being to just building giant structures. Also, yeah, I'm gonna make myself blue here. There we go, because the screen is probably gonna be very pink in today's stream. Emery's, thank you so much for the follow. Raise this hand. Is religion a consequence of that? How the fractals change the behavior of the affected? I suppose creating gods and religions is part of our primal nature. As flocks or spiderweb patterns, it would be changed. Exactly. The way I thought of this is when the fractal starts affecting people's brains, it's like wrinkling them further. So to the person experiencing experiencing this, it's gonna be like, you know, your mind suddenly opens. Suddenly you're like, to you as a person, it might start feeling like you're enlightened. You're just your brain is becoming so much more wrinkly. You feel smarter and better, and this will obviously lead to like religious experiences, which is what, you know, ends up making a lot of people worship the fractal itself, because they see it as the cause of their enlightenments. And, you know, it starts with like, oh, people voluntarily subjecting themselves to the fractal, but this escalates into people involuntarily just exposing others to the fractal, which is, you know, all these terrorist attacks. Should never smoke that shit. Now I'm assisting in constructing a fractal megastructure. Building is also a primal instinct. Yeah, exactly. It's like the fractal itself has no mind, which is what a lot of people kind of gather from this. A lot of people kind of suppose that the fractal is a sort of an entity with a mind or objectives. It isn't. The fractal is kind of like a force of nature, right? It's no different from like a hurricane and the destruction it causes, right? But what it does is it turns everything fractal and infects everything, your behaviors, your body. Hell yeah. Thank you so much, Pyro. 10-month streak, but you're 15 months sub. Oh, let me get bean cam.
This is my kind of apocalypse. I like it when the end of the world is a consequence of how the vector self-replicates itself. It's like Terry.
It's like Terry.
The human mind turned against itself and its species.
Yeah, exactly. That's a really good way of putting it. So yeah, this is the future parts of the Fractal series. Are going to continue with these fractal megastructures. Then I will spoil you a little bit, but we're going to get a second view, kind of a catch up of what's happening to people's bodies, as you know, everyone's kind of infected. The whole world has been doused with the fractal. The people that we first saw in these, like for example this one, we're gonna see them again, kind of catch up with them. What's happening to them? Boom. That's all eyes. I think I might redo this one. I'm not super happy with it, like looking back on it. Like I might change the base face. I like the eyes. But yeah, this is, you know, it started with a few extra eyes, but slowly it's taken over this person's face and it's gonna kill them, right? And then, eventually, everyone dies. The fractal takes over. It is eventually the changes that the fractal creates in your body and mind are, you know, pretty much insurmountable, impossible to fully survive. So people die of many different things, like not quite a single killing blow, but you know, if your skull starts becoming fractal, your brain might become like smushed in and eventually has no space, so it's gonna herniate and you're gonna die. That sort of thing, right? Or your blood vessels start becoming fractalized, and suddenly you got like cardiac insufficiency. Your heart literally can't pump enough blood for all the new blood vessels that it's creating. So eventually, your heart's gonna give out. Like it's gonna be a million different causes, right? But the fractal is gonna kill every human. And eventually, this is how I want the series to end. Close your eyes if you don't wanna get spoiled. But eventually, we get to the far, far future, millions of years from now, where even the mountains are fractalized. Like we are in geological timescales here. Like things don't get fractalized immediately, right? They only get fractalized at the rate that they would naturally change at. So a mountain would fractalize over millions and millions of years as it gets eroded or, grows. So the fractalized mountain. And we get to see that Earth actually survived. There are some fractal fishes that managed to not only survive, but kind of evolve and adapt in a world that is doused with this fractal. So we kind of end on a kind of a hopeful, peaceful note where, oh, humans are gone, but it's not the end of life. It's not the end of Earth. It's only the end of humans, which has been an overall good thing for the planet, probably. So that's where we are. Hey, thank you, Kempt. Would the fractal substance be material in the structure of the building? No, it would be made of like regular materials. It would just approximate a fractal. It's not a perfect fractal. Hey, Stray. You just predicted it, Tartarus. Yes, you did. Fractal continents from space. Maybe. That's one of the ideas I got for the third picture in that last part, but no promises there. We'll see. Taking back the natural world, one fractalized apocalypse at a time. Exactly. There's really interesting concepts where if you look at something called fractal dimension, that is, if you measure mathematical objects dimension, you get like, we're three-dimensional. Something, a sheet of paper is two-dimensional, right? Like approximately. There are things that have an in-between number of dimensions, and that's where fractals fall, right? A fractal, this one we're looking at, there's this Sierpinski pyramid, right? Just there's this Sierpinski triangle, but in three dimensions. It doesn't quite have 3 dimensions because if you keep zooming in, it keeps like separating into more and more spaces. So it's actually 100% empty space. It has no volume because the volume keeps getting subdivided, right? The closer you zoom in. So the volume is actually 0, but the surface is like pretty much infinite, right? So you're getting an object that isn't quite 3-dimensional despite occupying 3-dimensional space, if that makes sense. So it is actually like 2-point-something dimensions. So all this to say, and this is why it's called Hausdorff D2.5, because they're called Hausdorff dimensions, and the fractal in this universe, the substance that causes the fractal, doesn't quite exist in 3 dimensions. That's why it's causing all this, right? It exists in 2.5 dimensions, and it's pulling everything it touches into that dimension. That's why everything gets fractalized. It's kind of a magical explanation. Obviously, scientifically, it doesn't make full sense, but that's kind of how it works. And Voltracoso, thank you so much for the follow. All this to say, in nature, things are actually, like if you measure like the surface of a mountain, right? It has a higher fractal dimension, or it has more fractal dimensions than human-made objects, like things made by humans. Let's say a building next to a mountain, right? Building is actually like pretty 3-dimensional. There's no going around it. A mountain is slightly fractal. So natural things, they build in these chaotic ways that sort of approximate fractals, sometimes very literally. Some like vegetables are fractal. And plants are pretty much literally fractal. So plants wouldn't really be affected. Like that's why I have normal pine trees here. Most plants would be fine with a fractal. They would just keep doing what they're doing. So yeah, in the natural world tends towards the fractal way more than the artificial things we build, which it's an interesting concept, right? It's kind of like the natural versus the human-made, and then in the story about humans literally going extinct thanks to the fractal. It's, you know, the fractal represents nature in a pretty literal sense. The fractal is kind of nature taking back the earth. So that's why I wanted this story to end in this like just a peaceful view of the earth, as it is fractalized, but it kept going. Just seeing fractals happen, you'd probably see in fractals the moment your occipital lobe gets fractalized. Yeah, plants are pretty much a type of fractal. Sometimes more clear, sometimes more chaotic. But I keep thinking about the fractal series whenever I see a very specific plant that exists here in the Canary Islands. It's like the kind of the official plant of the Canary Islands. It's called drago, like a dragon, kind of. It's called dragon tree in English. And if you look at them, there's like a pretty standard one, right? A smaller one. It has the shape of a fractal. Obviously, when they get really old, they get messier, right? Keep getting Ivan Drago. But look at them. You got a trunk. You got 3 branches. From each of them, 3 branches grow. From each of them, 3 branches grow. From each of them, 3 branches grow. And just keeps growing like that. It grows in a pretty perfect fractal pattern. I love these so much. They're so strange. You know, they keep budding in this predictable way that makes them, I don't know, they're cool. I like them. That's a tree that bleeds. There's a type of tree that bleeds like that. But yeah, that's one of the types of tree that has red sap. Anyway, so that's where we're at. All this explanation just to get back to this. It is a freaky plant. It's really cool. If you ever come to the Canary Islands, you will see them. They're around. They're fairly common. Somebody come match its freak. Okay, so for the second and third picture of this part of the series, as I said before, each part is 3 pictures. But as you might have noticed, there is sort of a main one for each part. Like for the branch parts, we get this picture with the reflection as kind of the main centerpiece, and the others kind of go with it. They go along with it. For this one, you get the eye as the main piece. The other 2 go along with it, at least in my head, right? I want to have like one main centerpiece for each part. Again, for this one, it's again the silhouettes, with the others kind of serving as the extra parts. Love the use of purple. Oh yeah, it gets purpler as it goes. Well, it kind of ranges through a few different shades, because I wanted to the whole if we take all the parts together, put all the pictures together, to look like sort of shimmery, like the fractal does. So yeah, I want all the colors of like a shimmery rainbow to appear there. Like in this case, for example, it's kind of a softer pink with some blues. In any case, this is kind of the centerpiece of that part of the series. So it is vertical, so I can have, like, you know, when I put them together, I can have a vertical bit and a vertical image and 2 horizontal ones next to it here. So for the other 2 pictures, I'm gonna go horizontal, and that's kind of where I'm at. Like, I don't know exactly what to do for these megastructures. I don't want to repeat the same concept we have here again and again, because, you know, we already said it with this image. So I want to show like other parts of this story. So as people basically go crazy and start building giant fractals all over the world, I'm gonna show maybe some close-ups of things that are happening. So I'm thinking maybe like a scene like construction workers with like big trucks and stuff, and they're like just delivering beams. It's like something that seems pretty mundane, right? But in the background, we get a glimpse of another one of these giant structures. So, you know, it's more of a like a regular looking scene, but we get like the interesting thing kind of in the background, like, as if it were unimportant, as if it were in the focus of the image. That's kind of what I'm thinking. So, how about we go for it? I'm gonna go here, and I'm gonna search for instruction. Let's see. Oh, we can get a guy like working directly on the structure. Ooh, that's fun. I like that. It's kind of like, yeah, we get a little close up. One thing that's happening in the building of a megastructure, as the megastructure just looms into the background. Hey, Rose. Aren't these images taken by people in universe? No, this series isn't found footage. That's something I'm trying to do with this series. Is I'm trying for the series, the images are taken as a sort of like a bird's eye view of the apocalypse. We don't get the pictures aren't taken by anyone's camera. They aren't. The way the pictures are taken is never explained in universe, so it is as if we had a time machine. We had an alien spaceship, right, with a time machine, and we could go to any point in this timeline. We're kind of following this timeline as it goes, and we can take wide shots of entire, you know, the world from above. Or we can go really, really close and take a picture of a butterfly. We can do anything. That's kind of where I'm aiming here. It's not, you know, it's not found footage in that sense. Does that make sense? Every Valdevia story has gotta have a fisherman in it. Yes, it is a rule. Yeah, it's a visual edition of the omniscient narrator. That's a good way of putting it, Rose. Yeah, exactly. And if we go millions of years into the future, we can't have it be taken by literal people. The fish one does look a lot like a photo. I mean, it was the beginning of the series, so I wasn't thinking about it that way at the time. It was just like a one-off story. Ooh, I like this one too. Just a lot of people sort of scrambling and really unsafe looking environments, which I guess kind of goes with the vibe of, you know, everyone's kind of scrambling to build these mega structures. It's just, you know, they're not thinking about their safety, they're just thinking about making the structure bigger. Aliens come to the fractal Earth millions of years later and accidentally bring the fractal on board and back to their home planet. What a good way to go. Oh hey, look. That's the picture I used. Okay, we got some really good pictures of construction work. Puppy. So yeah, I think I like the close-ups best. This one's good too. Oh, we got a guy welding. Yeah, this is cool. I like this one a lot. Also looks like they're just building a strange structure. Sunfish Enthusiast, thank you for the follow. I'm really scared of cranes. I hate those. Nobody's gonna understand that, Siphon. Only you remember this. Okay. I think I like these two the best. This one's kind of, you know, we got the beams kind of in the front. I do like that. I don't love the fact that he's working on wood. It doesn't feel like megastructure material, right? It feels like it should be. It should be steel or something. Imagine what those arms knew. Yeah. Sad Lessie, thank you for the follow. I think I prefer this one. We also got a lot of space for a little bit of a megastructure to show in the background. So that's good. Okay. I think tentatively, I'm gonna go for this. There's a couple things I want to do. I haven't like set this story in any specific places because I want the story to feel like, you know, this is worldwide. It's happening. Fractal apocalypse is happening near you. But so yeah, I've been removing any elements that make like the place recognizable. This is China, so we're gonna remove these. Okay. Hey Dilf, you transform into some kind of beast. That's cool. I just go to bed. Okay, Tartarus. Thanks for popping in. Have a good night. Cranes are like a dog to me. They're animals, yes. Cranes are animals. Apart from the actual animal called cranes, I mean construction ones are animals. Okay. So a couple things to do here. We're gonna fractalize these people. So I think the easiest part is limbs. We don't really have that much more to fractalize here, really. So yeah, I think it's gonna be limbs. We can have another arm kind of pop out of there. Or yeah, just we'll figure something out. But I'm gonna make a note here. Fractalize. Because right now we're gonna jump off from Photoshop and go into Fragmentarium. This is one of the programs I've been using to make fractals. And I'm not good at this. It's a really complex program, but you can create fractals and then you just move them around and render them. And I don't know how to create a lot of fractals myself, but if I recall correctly, yeah, here we go. There are lots of examples you can use as a base, and you know, it also makes sense for the, you know, creating like more classic fractals. So I think this might be a Manger sponge. Let's see what this looks like. Yeah, that's one of the fractal megastructures I wanted to make. Whoa, that does not look like a Manger sponge. I have been lied to. This. It does look really cool. Also, this is this new computer is so much faster. And doing this, it's kind of incredible actually. Where were these? This one has a lot of one called Manger. Manger smooth polyhedra? Let's see what this does. Whoa. Oh, that's cool. I think this could be a megastructure. I want to get someone high and show people fractals. Yes. Okay, this one's a really good option. I don't know if that it's spherical though. So let's see. These ones in Benessi, I gotta remember that. Let's check other. Yeah, that's the fucker. What happened to it? No, Manger. Is it Manger or Manger? I don't know. Anyway, what happened to it? Oh, okay. I just have to click off and it renders. It's so strange. I can make this bigger. Just for you guys. How does the animal on the top left of the screen affect the fractal lore? He controls it. He controls it all. Why are the holes curved around the center? I think it's because it's called Manger Smooth. So I think it's just a smooth version of the classic fractal. Let's see the others. Manger Smooth for web? All these are getting opened in different tabs. I should probably close a few of them. Okay, that's a different thing. I don't love this one that much. No DE, that's the one I had. Okay. There we go. Polyhedrized sphere on height map. Interesting. Too smooth. Okay. Let's see the others. On Stella. Whoa, what the hell? Ooh, it's a pyramid. A Manger pyramid, if you will. Oh, it's not quite a pyramid, it's just kind of fucked like this. What is this thing? I don't even know what's going on in this thing. Sorry, navigating this is a little weird. It has like video game controls, but kind of strange. They posted photos of Roman ruins. I don't know. I don't think so. That doesn't sound familiar. What is pine? Just checking out different fractals. Whoa. That's fun. It looks like microorganisms. Not for us, though. Let's see. Let's see if I find any other Menger. Yeah, Menger sponge. Is that... Huh. Is it loading? Build? I think this one's broken. Maybe open it. Nope. Let's see what else we got. MC Asher for crack house. Historical 3 fractals. What's a mandel box? Ooh. Not as cool as the sponge, I'll say. It is a box, though. What's Quaternon Julia? Ooh. That one's a lot of fun. This one looks like maybe one of the symbols that the religion would use. So if I ever do more on the fractal religion, I could use this one. New Menger. Ooh. Does this one have... okay, this one needs a little bit more detail. It feels too thick. And possibly a more reflective material, so it kind of feels like it's made of steel or something. So now I gotta remember where this was made. I think it's here on the left, on the right. Sorry, here, so you can see it. Now let's see. Oh, okay, this is the camera. Iterations, that's what I'm looking for. So the more iterations I include, the more it should be details. Looks like it, but doesn't seem to change much from the outside, which is what we need. Color iterations? No. Scale. Whoa. Oh, that's... Whoa. That's fun. Okay, so if I actually scale it up, there should be a... Oh, it doesn't let me Control Z this one. Oops. Okay, let's do 1.0. No, okay. 1.0 is just boring. 2, 3. Okay, 3 I think was where it was. Zero. Encrypted. I kind of like this one. It's a little bit messier. Forbidden cheese, Swiss cheese. I was just gonna say cheese squeeze. Okay, what about these? Rotation. Whoa! These are so fun. Ooh, hold the fucking phone. Let's rotate this. Whoa, what? What just happened? Okay. There's... Hold on. I'm trying to focus this. This kind of looks like a half-finished building, doesn't it? It's really interesting. This is so fun to play around with, especially when rendering each of these doesn't take like so long. On my old computer, this would have broken it probably. I hope no one is high right now. It would freak me out if I was high. Whoa, cool. We can make so many fun shapes. Whoa, Sierpinski triangle. Kinda. It's kind of like a Sierpinski hourglass or something. Is that a challenge? Yes. Get high right now and watch this. So are you looking at fractals in the making? This used to be a manger sponge. So if we actually set all the scales to 0, this is what it looks like, or looked like. Or actually, this is what it looked like. This is a classic manger sponge. Took a bit of fractal strain. Now I'm seeing mangers. Didn't this program used to take a lot longer? Yep. When I had a worse graphics card. Oh, this is a lot of fun to play with these sliders. You can download this. This is a free program, by the way. It's called Fragmentarium. It's open source. You can download this and play around with the fractals yourself. You do have to have a pretty decent graphics card, though, because it's pretty taxing. Whoa. What is this? What? It's a different fractal. I don't know the name of this one, but that's another fractal. It has a name. We found a fractal inside a fractal, y'all. It's so cool. Hey, Michi. has a little... Oh, it keeps going. It keeps going. Oh my god. This one's really cool too. You know what? You know what, guys? Actually, fuck it. I'm becoming a fractal artist. I'm just gonna do this for the rest of my life. This is so fun. Okay, where was the one that looked like construction? This one's pretty good. It looks like a castle. That's fun. Oh, there it is again. Hold on, I want to see how... if my GPU is getting taxed by this. Huh. It is actually spending 12% of my GPU power. This is not a lot. It is a cock snowflake. If you pronounce it cock, I hope you do. I'll be on a Minecraft server and build these in random spots. Well, we had a Minecraft server on the Discord. I don't think it's been used in a bit. Okay, what was the construction looking one? Oh, it wasn't scale 2, I think. It's a cock snowflake. Oh, there it is. That's the one that looked like construction. The beams and stuff. Let me see if I can offset. Ooh, fun. Jenna! Hello! Hey, look, y'all, we're making fractals. Hope you had a nice stream. You were playing Still Wakes Deep, right? I want to play that, so I haven't watched it because I don't want to be spoiled. I'm probably gonna play that on stream when I finish Spore. How was your stream, Jenna? Welcome, everybody. So we are making fractals right now. We are using this program called Fragmentarian. We're gonna make fractals and then we're gonna put them into pictures. What I do is photo editing, so I take photos and I smash them together. And I do a lot of horror stories, like this one, where the world gets taken over by a fractal, and people slowly lose their minds and start building giant fractal megastructures. You can read that. Hold on. I'm going to put a link in the chat if you guys want to read that. Let me know if you end up playing it. I will. Oh yeah, kid's name is Bean. This is Bean. Hello, little man. Oh, sorry. Did I bother you? Bean, you want to say hi? Whoa. You want to say hi to chats? Ooh, big yawn. He's sleepy. Oh. Oh. Hold on. He does want to say hi to chats. Come on over. Oh, careful. Careful with the mouse, dude. Hello, chats. He's so sleepy. He's falling asleep on my hand. Hello. Chat English, say hi to Sha French. Exactly. Raiders, take a look at this. Check this guy out. Lucas? Yeah. He's so sleepy, he looks angry. But he's not angry. He's chill. He wants... Lucas? Lucas? Yeah, thank you. Trick for retreats? Let's see. Let's see if he hops onto my shoulders and we'll get retreats. Wanna hop on, Bean? Let's see. Come on. No? Come on. Wake up. There you go. There you go. Lay down. Lie down. Here it is. You get a treat. And you get to listen to Bean ASMR. I'm gonna turn off all the audio filters so you can hear the crunch. Here, get the rest, dude. Yeah. No, get it, get it. There you go. Crunch time. Oh, Bean. Go down. No? Okay. Hey, Nova. And Cozy Cryptid and Carrie, thank you guys for the follows. Best raid results. So yeah, what we're doing here, just to give you a bit more context, what do you want to do, Bean? Want to go down? Okay. This bean hair is in my mouth. Okay, so going with the picture I showed you before with the mega structure, what I want to do is a couple other pictures to go with it. So for this one, I want to have a couple construction workers, so you can see that it's, you know, people working on this professionally, right? It's not, people have still enough brain on them to do this the safe way and the efficient way. So yeah, we got a couple construction workers, they're welding, they're pulling things up, and they're kind of the focus of the picture, but in the background, I want there to be this huge structure that is just, you know, we're only seeing a little bit of it. So, you know, just a little corner of it to kind of show that there's another under construction megastructure. Okay, so I've been looking at this thing called the Manger Sponge. It's one of the most well-known fractals, or at least as far as 3D fractals go. I will show you what it looks like without editing. I love that the second result is Minecraft. This is a Manger Sponge. It is a square filled with squares. Oh, this is its inverted version. That's fun. Anyway, we are trying to edit a Manger Sponge into an interesting shape. I don't have any specific directions, but I like this one because it kind of feels from the outside like this. It sort of feels like beams, like it's under construction. But yeah, I'm playing around with the offset here. At 0, it looks like this. Looks a bit closer to the original sponge. But if we play with this offsets, we can make it look a little bit more under construction, I feel like. Let's see if we offset other things. Interesting. And this? Whoa. What? Okay. You never know what's gonna happen when you pull all these sliders. This looks very greebled. Do you guys know what greebles are? One of my favorite words in the English language, because it's one of those words that feels like the thing they are. Okay, so if you don't know what greebles are, try to just hazard a guess in the chats. If you don't know, if you already know, shush. I want people to guess without Googling or anything. Guess what a greeble is. Let's see if anybody gets it correctly, because I feel like it's one of those like really intuitive words. Greeble, yeah, just like Michi wrote it with 2 E's. No gringos. Michi says little rocks. Not too far off. The word reminds you of like bumps. Gross. If you combine Crow's and Michi's answers, you get the exact thing that greebles are. Hold on. Take a look at greebles. These are greebles. If you've ever seen like the original Star Wars, all the spaceships are really greebled. You know, there were plastic models, but they would fill them with like just little random things to make them feel like more complex. And they're called greebles. I like that a lot. These are greebles. There's also these guys, but that's a different kind of greeble. It's an amazing name, right? Like Booba and Kiki. It's one of those words that intuitively makes sense. How about this for the background? Let's see what this looks like at 0. It's kind of a mess. Something I don't really love about this specific one is that the holes, the squares, they look pretty rectangular. So what I'm thinking is we actually render this as is, and then I just squish it a little bit. Are we ignoring the penis goblins? Okay, I didn't want to get into the penis goblins. It's actually really funny too, but I knew it would be a long segue. But you guys asked, so we're getting into the long segue. Screw this. Let's look at the penis goblins. Greeble. Psychology. Greebles are artificial objects designed to be used as stimuli in psychological studies of object and face recognition. So basically, some psychologists decided to test face recognition on things that weren't faces to see if it would still apply. So they created this fantastic series of beings called the Greebles. And they have two genders, Plock and Glip. And then they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 types. So you have Samar, Osmit, Gali, Radok, and Tassio. And this is the hold on. I wanna zoom in on this. This is one of those tag yourself moments. Y'all, tag yourselves. Who are you? Are you Plock Samar? A Glip Gali? I think, you know, I like Glip Radok. I think I'm Glip Radok. I like that little guy. It's sim vocabulary. Glip Radok kind of fine though. Thank you. So yeah, that's the Greebles. That's the other Greebles. I love them very much. I think it's such a silly concept. So when we looked for them, I think it would be really funny if people just like created Greeble Sonas and then drew them. These graphs are like the funniest thing. Folks, the quiff and the done. Oh my lord, you have such a lovely prominent done. Composite Greeble, different families. Composite Greeble, same family. Original Greeble. It's so good. Wait. What's going on in this image? They're making up even more words. Doral, Mora, Priya, Group, Riz. This guy's gonna be named Dron, Mar, Pori, Gris, Trock. I love this. Oh, I assume this is a study where they gave faces and then Greebles names and they asked people to remember them. Although okay, so there are 2 Ignis, for example, and 2 Oligs. Me when I'm a sim in a science class. I love these out of context. These graphs are so fucking funny too. Like, what's going on here? I love Greebles. They're my favorite kind of guys. Oh, these are called families. Sorry, so you got genders and families. Oh, okay, and then you can have different individuals within these families. And they look slightly different. So you gotta recognize the families by how they're... Sorry, I'm still like learning how their bogs, their quiff, and their dump go. And but then there are these different individuals within the same family. So you gotta be able to recognize with, you know, different looking individuals, you gotta be able to recognize what gender and family they're from. And this is really hard. This is a whole field of science. Oh no, what did they do to these Greebles? See, 2 blocks from the same family and 2 glyphs from different families. You're getting this, right? Is this easy to understand? Have people made plush Greebles yet? I hope they do. Even in context, they are funny, right? They're great. They gave the Greebles genders. They're only... Look, liberal. There are only 2 genders. Oh, where's the gender chart? Hold on. Look, you send this to someone and you say, "Look, liberal. There are only 2 genders: Plock and Glib." Who would you say is the Plock in your relationship? Just makes sense. It just makes sense. Assigned Greeble at birth. Where are these exactly? They're Greebles, Maxwell. You should know this. All of them have done. You gotta have the done. Greeble tests for risk of Alzheimer's disease. So they're actually based to, like, they help people with Alzheimer's. Okay, Mechtel, are you learning? Are you learning? Are you getting this? You gotta learn that these are the bows. This is the quiff and this is the dun. Right. Mechtel, listen up. Listen up. There are 2 Greeble genders. There's Plock and there's Glip. And there's 5 Greeble families. There's Sammer, Osmit, Gali, Radok, and Tassio. This is easy. This is basic. This is elementary. You should know this already, by the way. You should be glad I'm explaining this to you right now. Sorry. See, I told you guys this would be a long segue, but I had to. You had to ask about the Greebles. They gave the Greebles Alzheimer's. See, we're all glad to have learned about Greebles today. I love Greebles. I will make a Greeble Sona one day. But if you make a Greeble soda, you gotta make sure it's pink. You gotta make sure it has all the main elements. The bogues, the quiff, and the dump. All of those have to be in there. So I want to see your Greeble sodas by the end of this stream. I want to see your drawings of your Greeble sodas on the Discord. Send them to me on Discord. Put them on Valve's operating room on the Discord. These are the while I do these are your your homework. Okay, so we're changing the lighting of this. Yeah, chef. Go fill the world with Greebles. I think the world can be beautiful. Fill it with Greebles. Okay, we gotta figure out where the lighting comes from. I think it's just some like pretty diffuse top lighting. Yeah, we don't have any strong shadows. Okay, this seems to be above. Be too far. It's kind of a spotlight, so it's a little harder to make it look like sunlight. But... glow is for the background. We need the background to be pretty bright, to be honest. Fog. Ooh, yeah, fog. Gonna make this look like it's far away. A Greeble character creator would be great. Oh my god, someone should make that. I think it's pretty wild that the world doesn't know about Greebles. They seem like they would be a hit online. Probably someone has talked about that, but they don't seem like a well-known concept. Should I post about Greebles online? I should maybe post about it, but people would think it's a lie if I posted about it. People will think it's a lie. Like, I post lies, that's my thing. I can't be the bearer of news about Greebles. It can't be me. This is so fucking sad. I get to hold the knowledge, but I can't spread it. Suffering from success. See, but if I post it with a link, it'll get deboosted, and then people won't know about Greebles. I'm so white when I.
Valdevia photoshopped wolf.
The boy who photoshopped wolf. That's really funny. I should make that my nickname on Discord. It's a really good Discord nickname. The boy who photoshopped wolf. There we go. New Discord nickname. The other day, someone shared a piece of art you made. I think the biogeode that she thought was real. I was like, that's Valdevia. Yeah, thanks for spreading the knowledge for those who don't realize. Okay, how do I render this? Okay, there's a render button up here. I want to see what this looks like. Full screen, save screenshots. High resolution and animation render. Oh, mosquito. Hold on, there's a mosquito flying around me. I need to catch it. It went away. God damn it. Okay, no animation, just give me a PNG, yeah, out.png. Let's call this greeble.png. Okay. Let's see what this does. It says image time down here. Now I gotta find this somewhere. Where is Greeble? Hold on. It's probably somewhere. I'm trying to find the location it was exported to. Oh, Greeble1 files. There we go. That's... Wait. What is this render? Hold on, I gotta do this again. What is this? That's supposed to be this, by the way. That's high resolution render. Oh, here, 48, 27 pixels. Yeah. Let's make that. Let's make that as big as they let me. Okay. Now it's doing a thing. Now it's actually rendering. Oh. It seems to be rendering a slightly skewed version, but we'll see what that looks like. High quality. Yeah, I love my high quality renders. Look at this. Isn't this beautiful? Take a look at what my potent GPU can make. It seems to be wobbly in the render. Why is it wobbly? That's wobbly, isn't it? I don't know. I'd be fine with a screenshot of what I got. I don't know why the renders look like that. But let's see if this is using not my GPU. It's currently using 20% of my GPU to render this. That's not bad. I'd be fine with it using more if it went faster. Come on. Yeah, why does it look kind of ugly? What the hell is going on? I hope the actual picture looks good. Waiting for it to pop up. Then we'll see if it looks wobbly and weird. There it is. Wait, where is it? Rebel 2 files. There we go. Yeah! What happened here? What? Why does it look ugly? I don't want this. This sucks. I mean, it's not the other one, but I can just take a screenshot of this. Save screenshots. Sure. Save screenshot as greeble.png, for example. See, that's way better than the render. That took like minutes to make. Sure. Why not? You're actively making a low quality Greeble OC as you speak. It has to follow the rules of Greeble phonology. So like Grackle Bob or something like that. Found a carrot that looks like a crawler with hair. Do send it. Let's see. Hell yeah. Little leggies. The wide exposure of my face cam, yeah. That's because of my screen. My screen is really bright, so it can make me look like Casper the Ghost. Okay, this doesn't look great. Let's hit OK for now. me put this one on top and do select subjects, which hopefully should select now. Well, I'll do it the good old way. It's a pretty simple background, so. Sometimes you just gotta do that. The good thing about this selection is that it's pretty much, you know, it's a pretty simple background. It's just white, so you can use things like the magic wand. But there are lots of little corners and things to look at, like the white space there, and I think there's also sky. These little holes there. Gotta be careful with things that look a little bit too bright. What? No. There we go. Fractalize the welding marks. It's not the, well, you can see these welding marks, but I think that would be too much. Shit, there we go. It's funny because I can see that the person who uploaded this picture actually edited it and edited the sky, but they forgot some spots. That, you know, these little spots I'm trying to cover. So they actually made it brighter, but they forgot view of the spots. Very bad whoever made this. Terrible mistake. And I'm not making. Terrible mistake that definitely everybody will notice. God, now there's this. There's a loose. Yeah, there's a greeble. This is your greeble sewn. Pexlu. I love Pexlu. It's dust bunnies. This is very boring work. Just clicking on little spaces. But it's fine. I'm fine with that. Here. Does each hat get a hard hat? Absolutely, yes. Safety comes first. I think I got most of it. Little bits here, but I don't think they'll matter. They're too small. Okay, that should hopefully be the whole selection. Took a bit, but it had to be done. Oh, this actually might be Sky. Yeah. Where is it? No. So we should see this. I'm not sure, so I'm gonna say no. Hey Jolly, how you doing? I'm making a fractal megastructure. Like this. And hey Suzo. You do fractal work, OSHA still exists. Exactly. Whoa. Lots of Control Zs. Okay, so I'm thinking this as the background, but I'm gonna squish it a little so that these are square-ish. That's square-ish. A fractal Tower of Babel Babel? Yeah. That's situation, yeah. Exactly. I only want a little bit of the structure to show up in the background. I want it to be like, you know, so towering that you can only see a small bit of it. And even with that, I don't know if the perspective is perfect. So I'm gonna go down here, not that much, a little bit. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Let's see this. So I'm gonna save a screenshot. I'm gonna call it Rebel 2. .bmp? No, PNG please. Let's see, PNG, there we go. Let's see this perspective. Working on something for cursed files? Nice. Good luck with it. Okay, this feels like a better perspective. Because we're looking up at these guys, so it would make sense I would be looking up at the giant structure as well. This makes more sense. Yeah. I'm liking this. I am liking this. It's starting to take shape. Yeah. What do you guys think? We need some sky. We need to texture the structure a little bit. But it's not bad yet. It's not bad. Eldritch Wizard Tower. That's true. They're not buildings though. I mean, you can just leave on some metal beams, but they're not meant for use. They're meant to just exist. It's still a little wobbly, but oh my god, it looks so white. The whitest person alive. It's still a little wobbly, but it's fine. Should be fine. Okay, I want to add some texture to it. Gonna go to my resources folder. Gonna go to metal textures. Let's find a good one that we can just apply all over. Like so. Too textured. The whole communities live in the fractal structure hanging from it. Yeah, I like that. Better than New York apartments. Ooh, I like this saturation one. I'm gonna keep that. It's a little bit of color variation. Makes it a little bit less perfect. Oh, check this guy out. Hello, Bean. Oh no, sacrilege. I forgot some bits. Direction does gravity go? Gravity's fine. Gravity, the fractal doesn't really affect that. Well, I feel like you get between the fractal in your brain and just the structure of it, you'd inevitably go insane and get lost in this place. My new wall is naked. Oh no. What happened? What happened to all my stuff? I don't have stuff yet. But hi, Cass. I did move. That's why this room is different now. There's this window behind me that's closed. It's nothing here. There's some open cupboards there. And there's stuff on the ground because I still don't have space for all this stuff. So yeah, that's why I sound more echoey too. This place is really empty, so yeah, the echo is pretty bad. I think the noise filter I got is handling some of the echo, but it's probably still pretty bad. Hope the move wasn't too tough for Mr. Bean. He actually adapted to the new place. He actually adapted to the new place super quick. Oh, he did do something really, really funny the other day. Let me show you. Let me see. Where did I post this? Okay, so we got a new sofa. And we're looking for, we weren't planning on getting a sofa so early, but we actually got one on the clearance that was like 50% off. So we had to get it. So that was actually one of the first things we ended up getting for the new place. But yeah, look at what happens. He got scared, right? Because we had people over. And this is what he did. This is me speaking in Spanish. Look where he hid himself.
Sí lo veo. ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está? ¿Dónde está el gatito?
There it is.
Cabrón.
Oh, fucker. Like, I couldn't get to him there. I was just like putting my phone. Like, you can see it. You can see the hole there.
Bueno, mira este hijo puta dónde se ha metido.
Right? You can't get your hand under there. So that guy was stuck there for like a large part of a day. And I could only get him out that night because he eventually got hungry, and I had some food outside. Like, just I put some food like right up here just to lure him out, and then I grabbed him, and now this bit is covered, so he can't get down there anymore. He's very shy. Yeah, he gets scared of people. So yeah, that was a fun day. That was last night. Yeah, I got him out last night. So it was yesterday that he spent hiding there. Trick or Treats, that's a great name. Thank you for the follow. Oh, and And thanks for the save reminder. Haven't saved in quite a bit. So, okay, let me actually open the first picture of the megastructure, because I want to recycle some stuff from it. First, did I get any texture on top? Doesn't look like it. One of the pets, the cat's I pet sit, I assume, is extremely shy. She warmed up to you pretty relatively easy. When I send update photos to her pet parents, sometimes her cat dad says she's not as affectionate with him. Oh no. Okay, I have some clouds here. Yeah, I think those are the ones. Yeah, I want to use these. Whoa. It's freaky, I like it. There's some fractal clouds. It's actually the hurricane I used way back when. But it's been great to reuse. Barely shows up. See if anything stronger will show up. Multiply. Oh wait, this is like all the way there. What about you? What? To be, your parents had to put your childhood cat who was born in your attic down today. Oh, I'm so sorry, Suzo. Pour one out for Bear. Every second of his life was dedicated to terrorizing his humans. Oh. Rest in peace, Bear. Kind of hard to make these show up against the dark background. I think screen looks pretty good though. This is wild. Okay. Overlays looks pretty good. I think I might have to just darken the background, to be honest. go. Next time it rains or hails or snows, you know that bear knocked down something on a high shelf. I should give the background some color. Like, let me do this here, put in maybe a soft light layer, and paint with black. There we go. Yeah, that's doing stuff. Certainly stuff. That's this thing is doing. Oh, too green maybe? It's on the right path. There we go. I want something subtle. Like this. And now I guess a few colors on the structure itself. So over this layer, Greeble 2, I'm gonna get some of these pinks. I want the colors to be similar to this too. So I can get a color from here as well. Get in there. Needs more texture, I feel like. Or a little bit of blur, something to integrate it into its background. Whoa. Gonna exaggerate that fog a little bit. Make the faraway parts look like they're very far away. Should we add some cranes too? I do have a few cranes from the last edits from this one that I could add on. That would save some work. This one in the front. Got a few up here. Alright, let's reuse this one in the back. The sky ties them together. Yeah, I want it to look pretty similar from just visually, you know? Okay, I'll keep this one like behind here. So this one's on multiply. Okay. There we go. The Bass Pro Pyramid. I love that structure. Just such a wild place in the world. Why is it popping up here? Token straight. Alright, let me make that roll for you, Siphon. Give me a sec. Got green. Nice. I took the scissor away from you. Wait! Shotgun just sent a agreeable so now. He say, my agreeable OC pluck schnozio or schnozio? I love pluck schnozio. That's a great agreeable so now. Okay, let me give you the rolls, Hyphen. There you go. You got it. Okay, Rose. Have a good bedbug feeding session. See you in the next one. Brat Summer? Is it Brat Summer? Don't let the bedbugs bite. Or do? You gotta feed them. Poor little things. They need blood. Little bean. Ooh, little belly. Belly. The belly of the beasts. Look at this belly. Do you have enough? Is that enough? Yeah. Oh, he's coming over. He's coming over for more. What's up, man? Hello. Ooh, yeah. It is purring time. Yeah, it is. Oh, you have such a happy face. Yeah. Up. Wanna come up? He just wants some love. Brad is in the album. No, it is Brad's summer. It is a summer for the brats. The boy. Hold on. You want to hear the purring? Hold on. You have to listen to this. Can you hear it? Purr for us. Give us a good purr. Very good. That was great. Let's keep going. Oh, do you want to come up now? Okay. Oh, up. He was lazy about it. I had to push his ass. Little kiss, little kiss. I'm gonna have one stream where it's just bean purrs all stream. They're calling you Beam there. What are your thoughts? Any thoughts? He's too shy. Don't let them call you Beam. Not Beam. You know who you are. Okay, I need to fractalize these guys. I'm trying to think what's the best way. Because I would like for the fractal bits to also be wearing the gloves and the uniforms. I think that would be fun. Weird stuff happens if I move these things too much. Like, Is this the background? No, okay, it's just being replaced. Okay, no worries. So, since we have just these two guys... Oh, where are you going, Bean? Okay. Whoa. Don't press on the keyboard. Careful, man. Okay, like, let's say I get this hand. I could put it on the other guy. The same uniforms and stuff. Problem is we wouldn't really be able to see it. Could have a second arm popping out of the inside of this one. Guys, also grabbing onto this. Yeah, it's not quite like 4 arms growing out of the shoulder. It's not the typical 4 arms. It's more like little bits of arms growing out of the elbow, that sort of thing. Let's say I get this one too. What if he's grabbing onto his hats? I like that. We're just grabbing onto his chest like this. That could work. Bean can on. Oh. He's showering. You get no privacy, Bean. That's pretty good. This one could pop up from here. Maybe go behind the leg. Fractalize the welding marks. We'll see about. I don't think it would be worth it, to be honest. Maybe the welding, like the fumes from the weld, though. It could be good. Hard to fractalize anything else with this level of detail. kind of change the shape of this hand so it doesn't feel like this one too much. Still is, but how was the shower beam? Beam. Do the welding smoke thing. Let's see. Like just the flame of the welding, maybe? I could probably pull out something from the Fractal Riots to reuse, just in blue. So this camera's a bit too low. It's cutting off the top of my head. That's actually better. Oh, better. Oh, look at this one. Trying to find this layer. Oh, that's the one. Wait, no, that's not fractal. That's not even fractal. It's just a normal fire. It just looked like fractally enough. Yeah, let's get these ones in the background. It's more like it. Also, the mosquito is back. God damn it. Try and grab him. Or her. She eludes me once again. So let's hue shift that until we get to some light blue. Let's choose a part that looks good. Maybe this. Reduce the fill. There we go. Now, Red in this universe would recreate fractal juice from like piss or something. He would definitely drink it, yes. Suggestion in operating room. Like grabbing onto the back there. I thought about this with this one, but it feels like it would break the silhouette too much. Like it would not make it as clear that this guy is welding. Googly eyes. It's googly time. Okay, let's see where we put these. On the welded mask, I guess. Oh, wait, there's a mosquito. No. Nearly got it this time. I hope mosquitoes aren't as common in this new house. We don't live too far, so shouldn't be a problem, but we'll see, I guess. Beautiful. Okay. I want to see what this looks like with all the colors and stuff. Like this sort of color. Actually, I'm going to do something. I'm going to bring this layer over. So I can copy the same filters and use those as a base. Since they're going to be next to each other, you know? That's very pink. You've only spent your layers in googly eyes. That's a great way to spend them. Governments should invest in fractal megastructures. They should. I've been saying this. The googly eyes should be fractal. That should be a grand finale for the Fractal series. Just some fractal googly eyes. Oh, that's only a camera filter. That's fun. I didn't do the blur and sharpen back then. Well, I'll do it now. You're saving your points for a big ticket item? That was scaring me. You can't scare me. You don't know how many points I have. Do not now. You probably said it at some point, but my memory is very bad. Notoriously so. I don't know if it's this stream, next stream, or the next. I will not be prepared. You can rest assured. It's really thick grain that I did. How are we feeling about this one? I feel like it needs to be less purple and more pink. I'm farther than I'd like and closer than you'd wish. Let's go with more of a hot pink. Maybe that's because the temperature is really... yeah. It's more like it. To be honest, this one has some really fun blues that don't show up here. Try to replicate that a little bit. So maybe with some color grading. Hold on, I'm gonna open the actual photo. This one here, I'm gonna have it on the side, on the second screen. Or, shit. There we go. I'm gonna have that here. So I can look at it and compare the colors. Okay, so if I go to the color mixer, find the blues. That's starting to be more like it. Like, let's compare. Right? The pinks need to be a little warmer. But I'm liking this blue here. It's starting to approach this one. Mosquito. It's really getting ballsy. I'm gonna catch you. Oh, she's on my mic. She knows I can't hit the mic. But you know what I'll do? I'll mute myself and then I'll try to hit the mosquito. Hold on. I think I didn't get it. Failed. I tried. Oh, there it is. It's on my screen now. Oh, it fucking knows I can't hit my screen. It's like right. Oh, it's right under beam cam. Escaped. Foiled once more. Make the foreground more blue. I think that's the right call. Yeah, Mechtel. Subtle trans flag, yeah. Okay, where's the foreground? You. Foreground, I'm gonna give it color balance, maybe. is, I think, some cyan with a little bit of blue. See now. Kill mosquito with baseball bats. Do you think I own a baseball bat? I'm in Spain. It's not even a thing here. Okay, that is very blue now. There's this, which is doing a weird thing. Oh yeah. Why is it doing that? I think I know, it's because of this. There we go. I think somewhere in between, maybe? Yeah, 60% seems good. Quite good. Let's go back to the colors in the camera raw filter. They should go pretty well together now. Let's see. I feel like this one has more contrasts. The first one. This one's a bit softer. They still go quite well together, like in terms of their color palettes and stuff. Let me just maybe add a little bit more contrast to this. Star Trek Prodigy? What was that? I've only watched the 60s show, like the original Star Trek, not all of it. Didn't know they made animated Star Trek. Yeah, it's getting there. Trying out slightly different colors for the background, or not colors, but tones. It's a bit darker. It's a little better, I think, in terms of the depth. Now this crane is looking a little bit out of place in terms of color. But I can just add a little bit of pink. There we go. Oh, and this. Haha. Sneaky. Sneaky little mistake. This reminds me, I never finished Blasphemous 2. We get back into it. Got too many games to play. But this week we're playing Spore. If you missed the schedule for the week, I posted it on Discord. I'm posting, as you didn't know, I'm posting schedules for each stream week on Discord a little bit in advance. So if you hop onto the Discord and you get the, I'm gonna put a link in there. If you get a once you join the Discord, you get the stream cultist role that will let you get notified not only when I go live, but when I post one of these schedules. So all this to say, schedule for this week, if you missed it, there is tomorrow we're doing some Dreadfarer arts. Thursday we're doing Spore, and Friday I'm doing a commission for Ocean Man, which I think it's like the eighth commission or seventh maybe that I've done for him. It's wild. A true patron of the arts. Go off, Ocean, yeah. At some point, he's not gonna have any more characters for me to illustrate. Alrighty, I think I'm done with this. Gonna save that. Gonna close these. Good, good. Now for the third image here. That's a tough one. Because these are the two like main ideas I had for this. So now I'm not sure. We got, hold on. Megas Structure 1. There we go. And we'll add Mega Structure 2 to that. You've decided to leave a yellow jacket nest on your porch. That sounds dangerous. You should maybe relocate it, or have someone who can handle wasps to relocate it. Because your porch is like the entrance, right? Little bean, you're so cute. I booped his nose and he just did this with all his fingers. That was really cute. Too small to relocate, okay. Okay, I'm thinking real hard. This is not the one. This is the one. Thinking real hard with my thinking cap. Got these two images. We got the faraway shot of the megastructure, of one of the megastructures. A close-up of people building one. And now I wonder what else. We need a third image of the fractal. Each part of the fractal series has 3 images. Bean is perfect. I know. The porch is separate from your front door. Oh, gotcha. There's a spider web. I hope the yellow jackets take care of it. You're like placing bets on the ecosystem to see who it's who. Making a fake nest and posting it nearby will keep other wasps from building a nest. Interesting. That's cool. Encouraging them to pack up and move. I like that. Playing psychological tricks on the bugs. Trying to think of like another different little detail we could show of people. Something that shows that people are kind of single-mindedly building these. Maybe this is something that shows a row of people, like people queuing up, bringing just beams, bringing material in their own hands towards the structure. How about something like that? Just to show that everyone's in on it, right? It's not just these 2 builders. Some kind of crowd shots. I don't know yet. It's pretty tough. Let's do new documents. Did I save this? Yes. Save this fractal megastructure 3. Let me look for Q. But what I'm thinking is sort of a queue seen from the back. Kind of like from the spot of someone in that queue, where you could just see a row of people going towards somewhere, and ideally in a city, like outside on the streets. That way I can overlay that with one of the structures. I mean, it would be funny if it were a queue of people lining up for burgers. That's not bad. More of an aerial shot. But yeah, I think I'd prefer like closer to the ground, because it's sort of, you know, it lets us have the building in the background. Not this one. Fractal burgers. Oh, look at people lining up in the streets. US Army checkpoint. Oh, that's Berlin. I've been there. That's one of the checkpoints that was left over from the Berlin Wall, I think. See, this one could be alright. We remove the checkpoints. We put in a big thing in the background. Just like peeking out from below, behind buildings. It could be. Starting to run out of results on some sites. Kurt! Hail Fractal. Thank you so much. 30 months. Oh my god. That's not much of a queue. It's pretty loose. Oh, we ran out of results. He's streaming. He's streaming. Hope he's having pleasant dreams. Look at his little... Oh. He's moving his mustache around too. Okay. So I can search for line as well, but that's a worse search because there's a lot of things that are a line apart from a queue. Like there's abstract lines. Monks. That's fun. I would love this picture if it weren't monks. I mean, they could be dressed in robes. People building the fractal, but I think that's a bit too much. It's a bit much. But this is the kind of picture I'm looking for. Just people lining up and walking in a single direction. Single file. Oh, file. No, because file is going to give me like computer files. See, the problem with pictures of queues is that it's mostly just people standing around and waiting. When what I'd like, ideally, is people walking, seen from the back. I could get a bunch of different pictures of different people walking. That would be a lot of work, so ideally I can do it without that. Too many abstract lines. Erase? I don't think erase would work. 'Cause I kind of want to show people acting as like drones, kind of like ants. They're all in line. They're all carrying like a beam or something for the megastructure. Like, they're not talking to each other, they just know what to do. They know where to go. Being just jolted. Dancing? I don't think dancing would work. Like, I would need to be like amazingly lucky to find people dancing in exactly that. The sort of like perspective and pose I need. Too energetic ideas, yeah. Okay, let's look for queues in other places, because there's only a few places. It's not the only sites we can look at. Let's go to Adobe Stock. Let's wait for that to sign in. And I will go to Wikimedia as well, and maybe Flickr too. Let's cast a wide net. Q, that's how you write it. That's one of the silliest words in the English language. Q, quewe. So silly. Makes no sense. Okay, we need photos, please. Okay, very stock photo-like, not super naturalistic. Well, let's see what we get. Might be lucky. It's always like 5 stock photo actors doing that. They're always the tiniest cues you'd ever seen. Hey again, Nova. What sort of cue I'm looking for? Huh? Something not similar to this, just people seen from the back, kind of walking somewhere. All walking like single file. Bean. Good morning. No luck there so far. Let's see here. This one's not awful. No, not the perspective I love. Queue of Adventurers. I love that. Whoa! Oh. Les Parisiens tirent le diable par la queue. Because what you guys call queue in English is the word for tail in French, which is also, you know, it's also a queue in French. But yeah, the Wikimedia search gave me this. The Parisians pull the devil by its tail. Honestly, a good representation of the latest elections in France. I'm also getting tails in French. That's part of the deal. I don't mind. Ooh, this is pretty good. I mean, not this guy here, but starting here. Probably one of my favorites so far. Something like this. No, yeah, we need a proper queue. I want people like lining up, basically walking single file like ants. It's kind of the impression I want to give. Not a ton of luck, honestly. These pictures of monks are the best. They're like walking, like they're doing a ritual, right? They're walking somewhere, single file. It's pretty much perfect. But I don't want to have my guys dressed as monks. People still have fireworks 5 days after the 4th of July. That sounds annoying. Ooh, that one's really good, Sora. It's for when they buried the queen. It is. It's people queuing to see the dead queen. I remember that historic queue. Let's download the ones I got. Thank you, UK Department of Culture, for releasing this into the public domain. Okay, to Photoshop. The dead British Queen, yes, that one. How would cute to see the dead Queen be?
Text to speech Fractal persona en una sauna persona en una sauna persona en una sauna persona en una sauna.
With the music too. That was perfect timing, Iota. Thank you so much. 22 months. Oh my god. This one brings memories. Oh, yeah, from Fractal. It is not the one I use, but it is the same place. Honestly, that queue is pretty wild. It looks like they're getting fractaled already. I think this one has a little better perspective. Not as much space in the background to put stuff. But we can sort of see... Whoa, what happened to the screen on my right? Okay, nothing. I think Firefox just kind of bugged. Yeah, this one's pretty good. Fractal said, put those people in a swirl. Swirl this guy. We're kind of limited here by this person. Yeah, this could be a good base. We don't have as much space to like put stuff in their hands. It's my main issue with this one, but I don't think we'll exactly find the perfect picture, so... Swirl 'em, girls. I don't know exactly how to make them carry stuff. Googly eyes. Hospital de Fuenlabrada. Where's that one? Yeah, the name is really familiar. Yeah, in Madrid. There's like a million hospitals in Madrid. It's not the one my partner went to, though. This guy's getting googlied. Unprecedented. Thank you for the follow. That's what it gets for looking at the viewer. Exactly. Yeah, so I was thinking in terms of like materials, I'd like to have people carrying like big beams, you know? Big metal beams or other general construction material. But it would be pretty awkward to just like put it all behind them. We need someone carrying. We got people with water bottles. Could turn those into like smaller things, but I don't quite know yet. Bring your offerings of metal to the Fractal Spire. Exactly. That is exactly what I'm going for. Look at the googlies. This one has a better perspective because we're like in the queue. We're looking at the back of them. And it's kind of centered on the image too. But I don't like this crowd as much. They're kind of just like loosely gathered. This one's not bad either, but again, we don't really have a perspective. So I don't know. Can't quite decide what to do here. Honestly, this one's pretty similar to this. There's a bit more space between people. But they also seem a little bit more loosely gathered. This one's a pretty tough one. So I'm trying to think like other alternatives to sort of show the herd mentality without really using cues. I'm not quite sure. Maybe like just general crowds. We look for crowded streets. Like maybe something like a protest where they all going in one direction. And maybe that would show sort of like single-minded thing. Gathering of people. Yeah, I agree with, yeah, it has to be like a gathering of people that are going all in the same direction, if that makes sense. For whatever reason, like this is not bad, not really the perspective I'm looking for. I would look for a perspective that's like within the crowd, so you can look up. But that's the kind of thing I'm looking for. Maybe I'll look for protests. Protest streets. I'm gonna get a lot of riots and people being, yeah, putting up a lot of signs and stuff. So it would need to be a pretty calm protest. I just want people walking in a single direction. It's funny, these are Catalan independentists. That's a flag of independent Catalonia. It's not the kind of thing I expect to see on like Unsplash, so that's funny to see. It's a bit closer to it. See, I would have to remove all the flags and signs and stuff, which is annoying. But as long as it's doable. I love this one series of pictures of the guy wearing the Guy Fawkes mask, just clogging the results. The Valdevia logo fractalized. I could do with what I did for the Fractal series. Where did I save this? I think it's somewhere with like the thumbnails. I think I might have gotten the mosquito, but it fell. We'll see. That's what I did for the Fractal series. Not having a lot of luck with protests either, so I'm not really sure. I might have to figure something else out. Maybe a lot of cars, like people are driving their stuff there. It's not as impactful as a literal line of humans. God damn, this mosquito did escape. I think I might give this, because I don't think we'll have time to do much more today. We're already like 3.5 hours in. So yeah, I think I might give it another think, and next time we do a Fractal stream, hopefully next week, I will have something figured out. Because I can't quite find something that fits what I had in mind, so I might just have to change my ideas around it. Bean, what do you think? Ooh, you just made a little noise. Yeah, love you too. No, there wouldn't be product manufacturing, Siphon. Everybody would be making mega structures. The metal is valuable. But yeah, y'all, I think that's where we're gonna leave it for tonight. We did one good edit, and I'll figure something out for the next one. Oh, Valdevian Discord role. I will give this to you. Give me a sec. Let's see. Where is it? Valdeviant. Wait, you have this already. You want to give this to someone else then? You're already a Valdeviant. Let me know who you want to give it to on DMs. But yeah, y'all, thank you so much. I will be back tomorrow with some Dreadfarer art. We're gonna make a tent city, and if we have time, a buried colossus. Two pretty cool areas that I wanted to represent. I will give it to Cass. What's your Discord username, Cass? Give it to me, and I will give you the role. But yeah, I'll give you the role right after we go out of the stream. Yeah, I will see y'all tomorrow, guys. I hope you have an amazing time zone. And until then, take